What's up, YouTube? Ryan Panny here. Hope you guys are doing reasonably well. Name that song. This was so much fun when I did it for Slipknot and then for Machine Head after that. If you haven't already, go watch those two and see if you can beat me. These are all bands that I've been listening to for a long time and that I feel like I know well, but it's always fun to find those little holes in my knowledge, those little like deep cuts that I forgot about. And plus, it's just, let's face it, it's just a really fun excuse to talk about all these great songs. Trivium, this one you guys are probably gonna lose. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I was so into this band at one point. Definitely a huge influence on me musically in my teenage years, and also for anyone who's familiar with the band's catalog, which is probably everybody watching, just the band's unquenchable thirst for stylistic evolution, album to album. That really helped shape my perspective on creativity and being fearless, not just musically, not just in terms of how you approach making art, but just in life and as a person. Growth is so important, and a band like Trivium kind of taught me the value of that at an early age. So yeah, if you haven't seen this before, the way this goes, it's very simple. I shuffle my iTunes library, I play 20, 30-second beginning snippets of 20 songs. You identify those songs before I do. You comment below with your score, and you see if you can beat me. I purposely have not listened to Trivium recently, just so I can give you guys a fighting chance. You know, I'm very merciful that way. Let the rust accumulate a little bit, you know? I haven't listened to Ember to Inferno in, it's gotta be a year now. And plus, since this is a band that I was so into at one point, and my iTunes library is full of this shit, this is gonna have all the bonus tracks, the B-sides, the rarities, all the weird, kind of unimportant Trivium songs. They're all in the pool here. So with a lucky roll of the dice here, this one could be really fun for hardcore Trivium fans. Hopefully throw me some curveballs, get us talking about some of our favorite Trivium cuts. It's just for fun, obviously. But that being said, I'm gonna win. So yeah, 20 songs starting now. Good luck. Okay, song number 1. Man, I really hyped myself up here. I'm getting kind of nervous. Shuffle all. Good luck. Remember this shit? I'll give you a hint. Japan. I don't know if that helps. Alright. That was Washing Me Away in the Tides. Yes, it was. The Japan hint there, I mean, I think, isn't that part of the Japanese version of Ascendancy, that bonus track? It's really in a movie called Underworld or whatever, but I'm pretty sure there's also like a Japanese version of Ascendancy that has that as a bonus track, so. Alright, 1 for 1. Okay. Underrated album in my opinion. But I didn't come to figure that out until years after. Alright. That was the Vengeance Falls title track. Correct. Like, I have to look at that. Alright. 2 for 2. Oh, okay. Pretty sure this is like one of the band's biggest embarrassments when I think about their career. I've heard them say that. Oh my god. Yikes. Hey man. As long as you're into it while you're creating it. That was The Rising off the Crusade. Yes. A little bit of 80s metal there. A little bit of James Hetfield vocals. I mean, look. People forget, like, Matt Heafy was born in 1986. The dude was like 19, 20 years old making this shit. Like, why are we crawling up his ass for like trying to sound like James? He's 20. He's like trying to figure himself out. Good for them for fucking having the balls to like do a completely different record. I feel like Ascendancy hit this like, it struck this perfect chord with everybody, and they could have just replicated that fucking record over and over and over again. They would have been lumped into, which, I mean, this is not a bad place to be, but they would have lumped into, you know, basically New England metalcore, the As I Lay Dying, the Killswitch Engages, the bands like that. They basically would have been stuck in that, but instead they said fuck you, and they made a mixed album with 80s metal on it, blatant thrash metal ripoffs on it. If you had to give me a preference looking back, I will take the Crusade over Ascendancy Part 2 11 times out of 10. I really will. Okay, 3 for 3. Okay. Took me a minute there. Very boring drums in this album. Oh. God. That would kill me as a drummer playing this shit live. Just so fucking vanilla. Okay. Rise Above the Tides from Sounds from the Snow. Yes. 4 for 4. You guys still with me? Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. Uh-oh. I think I know, but very primitive, if that gives you the hint. Very Slayer-esque. Total rip-off. Listen to that kick drum. I think that was Demon. Yes, Demon. I have, I think, a bonus version of Ember to Inferno which has Demon on it, but isn't it also from one of those demos? Anyway. Okay, 5 for 5. We're a quarter of the way there. 5 for 5. Let's go. Here's one. You like my air violin? Fun fact, there is a video on YouTube from 2012 where I solo over this. This is a fun improv song. I love the ending to this fucking record, man. I'm glad we're getting cuts like this. Oh, just beautiful, right? That is A View of Burning Empires from Ember to Inferno. Yes, that's the instrumental that comes after When All Light Dies. This band had killer fucking instincts right out the gate. They really did. Song 7. Ah, some gems. This song is fucking evil. Listen to when this kicks in. Dude, if a band came out with this now, it would be sick. Imagine well, I'm not gonna give away the year, but this is fucking sick. I believe that was When All Light Dies. Yes. Fun fact about When All Light Dies. Arguably the greatest guitar solo in the Trivium catalog is on that song. No one in Trivium played it. It was a guy named Alex Vieira. I remember reading that, and there's a Trivium book called The Mark of Perseverance. Highly recommend it if you're like a really big fan. Oh, what a killer song. Okay, numero 8. Alright. I love softballs. Aren't softballs fun? There's an emo phase of Trivium that no one talks about. So that was Dying Your Arms off Ascendancy. People forget that Matt Heafy wore like, he did the emo hair. He was in that awful Roadrunner United song called The End, where he's like, if you watch that fucking music video on YouTube, oh my god, he looks like a full-on fucking emo boy. It's pretty embarrassing. That song is funny because actually I covered that in the band I was in, and it's like, it's the one Trivium song that you could convince like a rock person or like a more like mainstream leaning band leader, for lack of a better term, to cover. So I actually played that, what was that, like 10 years ago now? It's a lot of fun. Anyway, okay, number 9. What the hell is this? Uh-oh. Why is this not, nothing is coming to mind. Oh, fuck. For some reason I want to say it's from the... Uh-oh. Okay, so it's tuned really low. Okay. I think because of... Fuck. Fuck! It's definitely not a song I liked. You guys who know this are fucking laughing right now. It really hurts my soul. Fuck! It's definitely not on The Crusade. It's definitely not on Ascendancy. It's definitely not on Ember to Inferno. It's not on Shogun. It's not on In Waves. So yeah, it has to be on the new record. I think I'm just drawing a blank here. Oh my god! It's Until the World Goes Cold. I never liked this. What's so funny is that this was like a fucking radio hit. I don't understand why this was the song on Silence and Snow that everyone latched onto. It's not a good song. It starts out all dissonant and then it goes into this like radio rock chorus. Yeah, wow. I should have known that such a non-riff in an album full of non-riffs. All right, well, and that's it's funny because I'm getting like the deep cuts and I'm missing literally a fucking single, but that's what happens. You block this shit out of your mind. So I am 8 for 9 now. All right. What I love about metal music is that you can remember a song by the guitar lines. Isn't that kind of cool? toms sound really good on this album, by the way. Travis Smith's toms on this album actually sound like amazing. That's Becoming the Dragon, right? Yeah, on The Crusade. Which, it was really cool when I saw him live in '08 with All That Remains, Human Abstract, and 36 Crazy Fists. This was like the second song in their set, and I think it was the one Crusade cut they were playing on the Shogun tour. And he beefed it up with a little bit of screaming, and it came out fucking killer. All right, second half. You guys hanging in there? Good, you're hanging in there. Okay, I am 9 for 10 right now. Song 11. Oh, you know what's great about this cut? I don't game anymore, but when I did, this was the fucking song. It's just so proggy, and it's got that shredder instrumental thing going for it. It's very epic. This is a goofy little guitar line. All right, this is the Crusade instrumental. Yes, the title track on the Crusade. The tapping part in the middle of this song, which ends up getting harmonized, is one of my favorite things ever to play on the guitar. Oh my god! All right. All right. I thought that was a really cool beginning to the song, but I think the song falls apart in the middle. Now it's already like a little bit cheesy. We're just doing the same harmonized guitar lines over double bass. Vocals are a little weak and uninspired. That was Pull Me From the Void off Silence in the Snow. Yes. So what I remember about that album is liking the first three cuts a lot. It was the title track, Dead and Gone, and Blind Leading the Blind, right? And then you get to Pull Me From the Void, and that's when the second half starts to wane very quickly. Probably my least favorite Trivium record. All right. Real change of pace for the band on this song. It's grown on me actually since I reviewed this album. It's grown on me quite a bit. Definitely, this album's dying in your arms. Endless Night. It's grown on me a little bit. It's got some genuine emotion behind it. It's not a total dud, but it did feel calculated. Let's do our Dying in Your Arms. Let's do our slow song. Let's do our ballad. It's all good though. Calculated is not necessarily bad. 14. That 80s guitar work, huh? Oh god. Ready? You think this part's bad? Wait for what's coming. Just when they thought oh god. Anthem We Are the Fire. Holy shit. The video for this, I think I thought it was cool when it came out, so I was what, 12, 13. Oof. That 80s rock thing, I'm glad Trivium dropped that. That was an experiment gone wrong. The thrash throwbacks on this record, there's a lot to be said there in the positive, which is evidence on Shogun, where they kind of combine that element with something else. But the 80s stuff, like the Rising, which we already did, the Anthem We Are the Fire, that had to go. I know people like this song, but I don't, so fuck you. Okay, I'm 13 for 14. 6 more. Love this song. My favorite song on this album. Powerful chorus. I like that they brought the pseudo-gent thing back just for this. And the thing I will say about this record, his vocals got a lot stronger. His clean singing was genuinely more skilled and better, and that's probably why they chose to emphasize it so much on this record, but the riffs suffered, the arrangement suffered, it wasn't as complex, it wasn't as interesting. Okay, Dead and Gone, off Silence in the Snow. Alright, 5 more. Okay, I know what album this is on. I think I got this. Another underrated song, man. I'm telling you, this album is not what people say it is. Oh. Now this is boring. Going from that fucking high octave down to the low octave is very predictable, very boring, but the song gets better as it goes. I'm 90% sure that was through Blood and Dirt and Bone. Yes, it was. I do think that's a weak beginning because you just have the octave and it just drops down and all of a sudden it's supposed to be interesting because it dropped octaves. Not too fond of it. In general, the riff writing on this album is pretty repetitive. It's all the same chord progressions, the same kind of, basically the same style as a lot of their previous work. That's probably why people didn't really like it too much. But I have found with time, this album has grown on me quite a bit. Okay, anyway, 4 more. All right, now we got our softball. Oh, seeing this live in 2008 was beautiful. If I remember correctly, it was kind of the unexpected live favorite. The song was always destined to be a single, but I remember the band talking about how they didn't expect it to pop off live like it did, so much so that I remember specifically they removed the Gunshot to the End of Trepidation from the set list to put this in. That's Throes of Perdition off Shogun. 3 more. Okay. I have to think about this one for a minute. I know what album it's on. We've been getting a lot from this album, haven't we? Shit, what the fuck is the name of it? What the fuck is the name of this song? Motherfucker. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, I'm gonna blow this one. Da, 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 da. Got it. Incineration, The Broken World. Ah! The song with the bass solo. That was all, because everyone always talks about how they love Paulo's bass solo in Becoming the Dragon off The Crusade, and when he brought back the bass solo in this song, it was fucking killer. This is a genuinely heavy, awesome deep cut. If I went to see them live and they just like whipped out this one, I'd be so fucking excited, and I'd probably be the only one, and I'd be okay with that. Okay, Dos Mas. Okay. I was wondering where this album was. I feel like this album is underrepresented, but that's good. This is like probably the easiest album for most people watching. This song is really beautiful. Love the tremolo picking, everything about this. So that's the Ascendancy title track. What I love about this so much is that people think about metal as dark and dismal and depressing style of music, but a lot of the lyrics in Trivium's, Trivium's whole catalog, but especially in this stage of their career, are actually very positive, very hopeful. Like a song about ascending. And Heafy has said in interviews that like the titles of their first 3 records were personal statements about the band. Ember to Inferno, they're this ember trying to turn to an Inferno. Ascendancy, they're literally ascending, and then the Crusade was based on, like, the direct quote is, we've been crusading around the fucking planet touring. Because obviously these are cool titles, but the fact that they also double as personal statements about the band is pretty cool. And I love how this is a song, it's brutally heavy, but it really conveys a positive message. It really does. Last one. Last chance to shine, guys. Oh, baby. What a way to end it. Now, do I know the title of this? Oof. That kick drum sound. Not too fond of that. Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. Okay, so it's on Ember to Inferno. We're gonna do Process of Elimination here. It's not My Hatred. I feel like this is Requiem. Isn't this Requiem? Oh, To Burn the Eye. Fuck. And what's so bad about missing this one is back when I used to listen to this band religiously, this was like my favorite song on this record by far. This one and When All Light Dies, I used to just fucking punish the repeat button. There were no tabs available for this album. This was kind of how I learned to pick out songs by ear. I used to play, Pillars of Serpents, To Burn the Eye, When All Light Dies, all by ear. That's bad that I missed that one. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to let you down. If you got 20 out of 20, I salute you. I got 18. Still a nice A-, still nice, respectable, what is that? In GPA terms, what is it, a 3.6? Something like that? That's beautiful. I'll take a 3.6. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's obviously totally for fun. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you enjoyed my commentary as well as just jamming along with me. This is a band that has impacted so many people's lives, including mine. Love to celebrate them any chance I get. And this segment right here is so fun. It's just so loosey-goosey, and we can just kind of just chill and just talk about songs, and I can remind myself that I fucking don't have enough room in my brain to remember song titles that I haven't listened to in years, literally. And yeah, please comment below with your score, of course, and also with any other bands you'd like to see me do this with. The prerequisite is that I already have all their music and I already kind of know it. Like, I'm not gonna do research just to pretend that I know a band. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be natural. It's gotta be something that it's already in the canon up here, and I can embarrass myself by claiming to know it all and then forgetting the deep cuts. And as always, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video and are not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so by clicking right here and checking out any of my other rock or metal related content that I publish on a regular basis. Really appreciate you watching and supporting. Twitter, Instagram handle, Ryan Panny Music. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.